right, so Abby, did I get that right? Your parents want to invite your brother's ex's parents to his wedding. To the woman, like their daughter is not who he's marrying. Mm-hmm. He's marrying a different woman.
Yep. Hence the name X.
Yeah. Hence the word X.
They got into such a big fight over the weekend. It was so great. I'm like, normally I'm at the receiving end of all of this turmoil. Like my brother was the golden child growing up. He never, like him and my parents never fought for anything. And if they did, I'm sure it was like over something stupid and small. And I'm sitting there at this wine bar in Tampa where I was visiting my family. And I'm watching my brother and my mom go back and forth. And I'm like, should I step in or should I just enjoy this? Because normally I'm at the receiving end of this. But basically, they're kind of going through all of the people they want to invite to the wedding. And the problem is when your parents are pitching in for the cost of the wedding, they now feel like they have a control over a lot of the decisions. Now, obviously, my parents are going to be hands off for most of it. They're like, you know what? You choose the color scheme. You choose where you want to get married. We're fine with that. Have a couple of requests, and one of their requests is that they want to invite their best friends from their neighborhood who just so happen to be the parents of my brother's ex.
Okay, but who was who first? Were they friends with your parents first, or did they meet them through your brother dating their daughter?
So my parents met these friends during the pandemic. So we were all quarantining together. So we were always at each other's houses.
Your COVID pod.
We were a COVID pod. So at this point in time, my entire family lived in Jacksonville, which is my hometown. So my brother, me, and then of course my parents. And then they lived across the street from this family that we became very close with because they had a great pool. We had a great pool and we were just swapping back and forth. And so we all kind of became friends because we were quarantining together. And then because, we're seeing each other literally every day, we're just drinking White Claws after 3 p.m. because we had nothing to do at work. We all, there was some romance that started to blossom between their daughter and my brother. And there may have been a little bit of drama involved considering how they got together, because I think somebody was dating somebody else at the time. And so there was this very high stakes romance happening, all of this to say. And so it burned very hot, very quickly, and was done after like a month. And it just led to
Oh, it was only a month?
Well, there was some... I know it was only a month, but it was also quarantine. So think of it as, we were together all day, every day for a month.
It was a relationship on steroids.
It was a relationship on steroids. And also there was a little bit of that high stakes of, someone's leaving somebody else for you. And then all of a sudden, a week later, then you're not dating. So then there's a little bit of turmoil with that. And we're all still quarantining together. So all of this to say is this relationship was a thing for a while.
Gotcha.
And my brother, of course, feels a little weird about it. He's like, I know you guys are very close with this family, but at the end of the day, I still dated their daughter and it was kind of a weird situation. So, I would prefer it if you didn't invite them, considering it's my wedding.
Also, low-key a slap in the face to the their future daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you were a bride getting married and your future in-laws invited your soon-to-be husband's ex? I even if they're friends, I'm sorry, you got to sit it out for this. You got to respect family first on this big day. I just maybe there's more to the story that I don't know, and do I think your parents mean it like that? Absolutely not.
Yeah,
but it doesn't sit right.
I don't know why it's not bothering me, and I think it's because this was 5 years ago, so it wasn't like it happened yesterday. This happened 5 years ago. It was a month relationship, so it wasn't anything long term. It wasn't like they were thinking engagement. Granted, it was tumultuous, there was drama to it. I get that.
There was some turbulence for sure.
Yeah, the fact that it's not like they met this couple through your brother dating her. They were friends first. Mm-hmm. So, and whether you like it or not, if your family is contributing to the wedding, that money is not just, it comes with strings attached. There are always strings attached if your family is helping to fund the wedding. So in this instant, now, obviously, if she was invited, that would be absolutely out of bounds, out of line.
But I misunderstood. I thought she was invited too.
She is not invited.
No.
It's just the parents.
Just the parents.
Oh, that's much more that was wait, you're really chill with the ex being invited to the wedding? No, I'm a dummy.
Yeah. No,
no, it's just the parents.
Just the parents. And I think it would be okay. I don't know why I'm not bothered by it, but I'm just going with my instinct and my gut that I'm a face. Now, here's the deal. if his fiance, right, if your brother's fiance is uncomfortable with it, well, then as her future husband, then you're going to have to put your foot down. And I wouldn't hide anything. I wouldn't make a big deal out of it, but I also wouldn't try to hide it either, if that makes sense.
So I was actually the one who broke the news to her about why he was pitching such a fit about this family, because she's sitting there. She's like, yeah, I don't understand why he's so upset about your parents' friends getting invited. And I was like, well, funny you should mention that. And weirdly enough, she has no problem with it whatsoever.
Well, then there you go.
She doesn't care. And I'm in the boat where I was there, so I understand why it's weird. But I've also been at the receiving end of a fight with my mom. And I'm like, you're not winning, so why don't we just accept it? And then you can get a really great wedding gift from this family who is probably going to shower you with some lovely gifts. And you're going to be so happy and in love on the day that you're not even going to be thinking about these people. Like, it's a big deal now, but I think in a year, you're going to be fine.
I don't want to dismiss his feelings either, because it's not all about the bride and who she wants there. It's also about the groom and if he's comfortable. So obviously he should get a say. But I'm very unbothered by this.
And hindsight's 2020, but I remember for my wedding, it was like a medium-sized wedding, but I remember there were like friends I couldn't invite because the guest list was packed, and my mom asked me if she could invite her best friend. And I don't think at that point I had met her best friend yet, but I knew they were close, and I told my mom, I'm so sorry. Like, there's just no room, and I'm already bumping like people I love. I can't do it, and I regret that. I wish her best friend had been at the wedding so that she could have had those moments with her, and it was fine without it. She wasn't bummed, and my mom's like, okay, I get it. But I think sometimes we get so wrapped up in our feelings that it's okay to step back and not dismiss our feelings, but step back and be like, you know what, this would make my parents happy, and that's cool too, because this is also a big day for them.
And that's pretty much what I said to my brother. And then I felt very proud of myself because I was like, look at me, keeping the peace for once in my family.
The Bert Show.